through art.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oddball Show features content intended for mature audiences. If you'd like to view a content warning before listening, please check out the episode description. The views put forth by our hosts and our guest reflect the speaker's opinions and not the official stance of Oddball Foundation. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoy the show.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Wright from Oddball Magazine, and this is the week that was, and I am here with my special guests here, so I'm going to welcome them in, and we have a little surprise for you tonight. So, ready? I'm going to welcome my guest.
A surprise to be a surprise for me too.
You know, it's like, what the hell are we going to do?
Did you make a pie?
I wish I made a pie. Did you make a pie?
No, but look, I got my injury wrapped up. I've got tape. Look at this. I got tape like Eddie Van Halen's guitar.
Oh, look at you, bro.
Yeah.
Remember when I saw you at Wu-Tang and you were sitting down?
Yeah.
That show, like, we just were so calm at that show. Like,
everyone
was sitting down and just vibing, listening to Wu-Tang. No, so some concerts you stand up and you dance the whole time. Not this one.
Or you stand up just because other people are standing up and you can't see shit.
Everyone was sitting down, and at one point when those two people left, I sat in the chairs. It was nice.
Let me tell you something though. Concerts are weird these days. It's because it used to be like concerts were just crazy. Concerts are so chill right now, and fuck if you go to an acoustic concert and you have a conversation. You know, like
weird.
You're not allowed to talk.
Are we making a plan to go see Iron and Wine, Tim?
They're not playing it. Well,
they're not. Okay, no. I thought we were going to see Iron and Wine.
You know what? There's really nothing going on this weekend. For me to go away for the weekend with you, my love, I have to, has to be a really good show.
Yeah, we have to go see like a really good show, like Counting Crows or something.
Yeah, it has to be worth it for the weekend, because I'll do it for the weekend. If it's a band that I'm kind of like lukewarm about.
The Roots are playing. But the Roots is on fire. So to our audience here, the one special thing is that Chad is not here, because I thought maybe we would take quick 5 minutes. 5 minutes, Tim?
No, you can't have dead air on a podcast.
No, it's not dead air. To explain why Chad's on here. So last year, Jeff Taylor died.
Yeah, we spoke about Jeff Taylor a few episodes ago.
I know we did. But tonight they're having a memorial service in Malden for him, and Chad's there as a good friend of Jeff Taylor. So we're going to dedicate this podcast to Jeff Taylor. And
it's fine with me.
So let's dedicate this podcast to Jeff Taylor, Tim.
The podcast is dedicated to Jeff Taylor. Definitely.
Done and done.
What can we do for Jeff?
The first one we have, so the first thing we're going to read here is essay by Grady Van Wright. Let me pull it up on the thing. How is Dyer? So you guys don't know this, but maybe you do. I mean, I don't think Tim, I don't think our podcasts have crossed yet, but if people know the Two Deans, then kind of Tim does the Two Deans podcast, which is doing really well on all the podcast networks. Yeah. And he moonlights with us on the week that was, but Tim has a really good podcast going at.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So that was so I'll just talk about it real quick. That was a really interesting. I listened to it last night, the one that you're going to drop on Monday, and it's really raw. It's the rawest one you've ever done. And there's been some serious content on that podcast.
Yeah. If it was the 80s, it would be like a very special episode of like Family Ties, where like, you know,
Uncle Jacob has a special kind of thing.
Yeah. Uncle Jacob has a drinking problem, but after 30 minutes, he was okay.
Yeah. That was a crazy story. So anyway, that's being released on Monday. So you guys have to wait for
relationship disaster. And I'm finding that relationship disasters instead of dating disasters are like usually long-term traumatic stuff. So we tried to keep it light. So, but there
It
is.
wasn't light though. It was a hard hitting podcast. It was good. And if you are listening to this in the future, we're on iTunes or Spotify, so please leave a review.
Yes.
And please leave a review for Two Deans. And if you're interested in joining the Two Deans, how do you do that, Tim?
If you've had a dating disaster, relationship disaster, contractor disaster, anything, email us at the two deans, and that's TWO, the two deans @gmail.com, and we'll get you on the air.
Yeah, Tim's good. He doesn't bite much.
Not much.
Okay, so let's get into this. So we're gonna go back to the week that was starting.
4 days that were the 4 days.
The
We
4
just
days
did it
that
on
were.
Sunday.
Yeah, so let's start with this essay by Grady Van Wright. You want to take care of this one?
I'll take care of it. Essay by Grady Van Wright, and there's a nice photograph by Jack Marty with protesters holding up "Empathy, Not Cruelty," and
Empathy, not cruelty.
looks like it's
That's
the Green
nice.
Line in
I
Newton.
wonder if that's about ICE or something.
ICE or LGBTQ.
LGBTQ or something.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out in the essay. Go ahead, Tim.
It's more. This is about the floods in Texas. The water was rising. It rained for days. They said the warning came too late, maybe 15 minutes. Camp Mystic, an all-girls summer camp along the Guadalupe River, didn't have time to move 10 feet, let alone evacuate. The water came before dawn, and the trees were still, and the girls were asleep. In Hunt, Texas, rescue teams now slide boats against mudslick banks, searching for 10 campers still unaccounted for. Deputies stand at the edge. They do not speak much. The river does not give back what it takes. They say the girls may have been pulled under in seconds. The water moved fast. There were no screams, no calls, just the sound of everything leaving at once. At the command post, a mother waits with her daughter's backpack. It's pink with unicorns. She holds it in her lap like it's heavy. She says her daughter was quiet, the kind who made paper stars. She talks about the stars because talking about the girl is harder. This is a really good piece.
This is really well written.
The father kneels by the bank, lifts a pair of soaked shoes from the rocks. One has stars, the other plain blue. He wraps them in a towel. He doesn't ask who they belong to. It doesn't matter. A body was found in a cove downstream.
Oh, no.
No one says the name yet. The sheriff says they're looking, still looking. Helicopters search the tree lines. Boats circle back. They comb the current like men reading the same page again and again, hoping the words have changed.
Whew.
People bring blankets and food. No one eats much. Volunteers hug strangers. Pastors pray with hands on shoulders. Some people light candles. Others sit alone. The grief is not loud. It stays in the chest. It does not want to be seen. It can't be hidden. And it's, I would say, another 500 to 600 words.
This is well worth the read.
This is an amazing read.
Grady
And you
Van
know what?
Wright.
Let me tell you, writing an essay like this is hard hitting. There was a stupid news article on Yahoo, which was, total clickbait, which was like, letter from Camp Mystic arrives at her house after she dies. Like talk about cashing in on the story.
Talk about it, yeah.
Clickbait. This is like so anyway, I guess
this is a sad story, bro.
It's true. And Grady Van Wright is a good writer, folks. A poet.
Yeah, he's a poet, author, and playwright whose work blends introspection, independence, and the surreal edges of the human condition. Oh, he's from Houston, Texas, Tim, so that's why he's writing about this. Based in Houston, Texas, he has been writing and reading poetry for over 25 years, drawing inspiration from a lifetime of experiences and historical fascinations. His work has been published in Washington Square Review, the McNeese Review, and numerous online literary journals. With a distinctive voice that merges stream of consciousness with moderate surrealism, Grady continues to craft evocative narratives that challenge perception and invite contemplation.
All right, Jack Marty, thank you for your pictures, Jack. But,
yeah, man.
But I don't thank you for your bio because it reads Jack Marty takes pictures when he feels like it. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, Jack. Step it up.
Jack, I really want to know where your art has been published.
He thinks long bios get in the way of the work.
Yeah, but this is not a long or short bio. This is just a bad bio. I think bad bio takes away from the work.
Bad bio, Jack Marty. Do better, Jack Marty. Great story, Grady Van Wright.
But the good part of his bio, this photo is taken in Provincetown, the source of art in support of the Ukraine. So yeah,
Okay. So it
there we
wasn't
go.
nice. Okay. All right.
Caduce.
So that was
Kudos,
a great
Peter.
essay by Grady Van Wright, and I like one thing about Oddball Magazine, and if you're listening and you want to send us anything that's topical about current breaking news, I like to consider us almost like a news poetry magazine sometimes.
Yeah, this stuff is very, very timely. In fact, I was going to write a poem about the Clinton impeachment and the dress and the stain. I think that's I think that's very up to date.
Fuck. She who laughs last mosque. Uh, for the second time in about a month, a protest broke out in my little neighborhood. The imam of the local mosque, who was also chaplain at Cincinnati Children's Hospital, was detained by ICE when he went to check in at the office. It was a wet, sticky afternoon. We gathered to support the chaplain. Many people on their way to prayers thanked us. There were cars passing by, most honking their support. And now Tim is going to tell you about this picture that she drew.
This is Ann Scove, and it is a little town with people protesting with heart balloons, and these are what the protest signs say. There's two people holding hearts. There's
Yep.
Support Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Giving the honk sign to truckers. I guess honk if you.
Oh, trucks. That's the word trucks.
No human is illegal is another sign. And then there's a woman in glasses. This woman in glasses might be Ann Scove.
I think that's Ann Scove standing on the side of love.
Yeah, so that's Ann Scove, personification of Ann Scove.
Dude, Ann Scove is so cool. She's such a good artist, too. This is like effortless, and it's really pretty good.
Yeah, I love Ann Scove.
Yeah, she's great. She lives in her hometown of Cincinnati, and her comics first appeared in local street paper Street Vibes and Article 25. She's a frequent contributor to Funny Times and Belt magazine, both based in northern Ohio. She considers having her comics up on your refrigerator door to be the highest form of praise. Reading them while you're on the can is an acceptable close second. Someone told me my train of thought was in their bathroom, and I wasn't offended. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
All right. Next,
I wonder if this is I wonder if this is by Chad. Nope, this is photography by Janet Ruth and a poem by Janet Ruth.
All right, so it's a very experimental poem and it's long.
Ooh, look at this.
So we're going to do part of it. It has to do with
this.
It looks like all sides of COVID, and it's called.
This is
called
crazy.
Poem. It's called Poem by Janet Ruth.
I think it's called COVID Cento, actually. Corvid Quento.
Yeah?
That's what I think it's called.
Okay. COVID Central, COVID Quento. As an ornithologist, every morning I woke to an online New York Times summary headline about COVID-19 over the last 5 years. I thought corvid, which is a group of birds, including crows, ravens, jays, magpies, rooks, chaws, etc. And so I went in search of other poet stories about COVIDs. Irrational COVID fears. I had heard all about magpies, how they snooped and meddled in the affair of others.
Philip Levine. Did he die? Philip Levine died, right?
Yeah. This is almost like a Bruce Wise. There's so much to pick here.
Cool. Yeah, this is a good one.
Corvid sweepstakes. Thousands of crows close enough for me to reach out with the tip of my foot and touch their beaks. I am consumed with fear. The crow dream. I am a crow among crows. That's Yachiaro Salvatierra.
Wow, this is cool, Tim.
COVID hope over fear. Hope is a thing with feathers. I love this poem. That perches in the soul and sings the tune without words and never stops at all. Emily Dickinson.
I'm not like a push cart guy. I don't really believe in it, but this one's pretty cool.
I'm just wondering about the intellectual property of the poet.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just quotes from poets about birds, but like.
Oh, here's someone that read it. I'm going to skip down. Here's someone that read it dire. COVID and the Delta variant. And she is a.
Oh, you know her?
No, Diane Sams. No, Diane Sams does the that journal, which I don't. North of Oxford.
Huh. Well, you
Crow
know
plays
her.
piano, where it sweeps voices of blues as musical notes into piles. It stretches long notes across the keys. Crow cries as it strikes their bluest of blue notes.
If I was to end this, I'd end with quote the Raven nevermore. Let's see if she does.
There's two Mary Olivers in here.
There's a lot of them.
Hey, you know what? Let's do this, Jay. So there are quotes about corvids, and
which are birds.
Philip Levine, Yaquera Salvatierro, Emily Dickinson,
Holy
Phil
shit,
Roberts,
this goes on.
Joy Harjo, Kelsey
Ted
Thornton,
Hughes.
Diane
Helio LeBron. I'm a little bit behind.
Cornelia
Sylvia Plath.
Holden, Mary Oliver,
This is awesome.
Gray Lightfoot, Janet
Oh,
Ruth,
Charles
Thomas
Bukowski.
Murray.
Hold on, I gotta find the Charles Bukowski one.
Is there a Charles Bukowski one?
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
you want to read it? Because I can't find it.
A crow blast. 100 farmers with 100 shotguns, jerking off the sky with a giant penis of hate, but they ran out of shells before they ran out of crows, and the crows came back.
That's why he's one of the best writers of all time.
But yeah, this is a great piece of work.
Really
Definitely
cool.
check
Read
it
it.
out. Definitely.
Wicked cool.
It's Seamus Haney, William Shakespeare. Definitely check that one out. Read it. Get engulfed in it. This is a good job for.
Wow, the Grateful Dead, John Barlow. I Need a Mirror. This is cool. And there's some local. There's poets from all different years, including ones that are still alive, like the one that Tim knows. So this is a really cool poem.
Janet Ruth is a New Mexico ornithologist and poet. Do you know what an ornithologist is?
Yeah, it's a bird lady. She's a bird lady.
There you go. Her writing focuses on connections to the natural world. She has recent poems in Tiny Seed Literary Journal, The Nature of Our Times, Etruscan Review, and anthologies including New Mexican Poetry Anthology 2023. Her sonnet, A World That Shimmers, won the inaugural True Concord Poetry Contest, was set to music by the 2023 winner of the Emerging Composer Contest and performed by True Concord Voices and Orchestra in Tucson. Her book, Feathered Dreams, celebrating birds and poems, celebrating boards and poems, stories and images, was finalist for the 2018 New Mexico Arizona Book Award.
Don't read the last part. The last part, you don't see nothing. You see nothing, Tim.
Boards and poems.
So the whole fusion text, fusion builder column thing, that's my fault.
All right, that's fine. I don't see that.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here?
Next.
All right, we got a comic spotlight by Andrew Newell. I like Andrew Newell.
Comic spotlight.
Spotlight.
All right, you gonna read it?
Yeah, I'll read it. It's called Weird Situations. 9:30 a.m. I'm fed up with your ridiculous excuses. Get to work on time. If you're late one more time, you're fired. 10:30. She's right. They are just excuses, but no more. I'm going to be on time from now on. 9:10 a.m. But I'm telling you the truth. It's right here. I'm serious.
That's the next day. The UFO.
Yeah. The UFO is trying to abduct
Goes to
them.
bed at night like, oh, she's right. They're all excuses.
She's right. You're right. No more excuses. Get back to work on time.
Andrew Newell writes short fiction and comic strips as a hobby whenever he feels like it. Most recently,
he feels like it when
he has had work published in Kind of Weird magazine and short stories narrated on the podcast Tall Tale TV and Scare You to Sleep. He lives in Scotland whenever he feels like it.
Whenever he feels like it. And he takes pictures whenever he feels like it.
Exactly.
All right, we have a poem by Jose Argueta. Fallen Angels and Falling Butterflies is the artwork, and that's by Edward Michael Sopranowitz, and that's awesome.
All right, you want to read this one?
Yeah, I'll read it. Pray to Forget, 2 Dante line poem. Remembering my mistakes and my flaws, hearing the voices of my past echoing in my head, I must sleep. But my thoughts are stronger than I, like waves that pull you in, drowning in doubt at the ocean. Then we would pray to him to grant you peace. Help me escape this evil that I face and worse. Lead me to witness what you have said. One day I will forget. One day I will be set free.
Hey, we did some good stuff
this week. Is like the poetry is fantastic this week.
Yeah.
Maybe people are seeing our value and are giving us their best work.
I'm just thinking that maybe since Chad knew he wasn't coming, so he just gave us good work to read.
No, I don't think so. I think Chad's just a good editor.
Bios?
Yeah, Jose Argueta is a student at Wentworth Institute of Technology, which is Massachusetts, where he is studying architecture. In addition, Jose has also found a deep appreciation for poetry this semester. His interest in poetry has allowed him to find new ways to express himself, which in turn complements his design work. Outside of school, Jose enjoys drawing, writing music, and playing sports.
Whenever he
all
feels like it.
to his creative development. When he feels like it. His interest influences how he thinks about architecture and writing, and he hopes to bring a fresh viewpoint to both fields in the future. Great bio. Jose Argueta.
The art by Edward Michael Supranowitz. He's the grandson of Irish and Russian Ukrainian immigrants. He grew up on a small farm in Appalachia. He has a grad background in painting and printmaking. Some of his artwork is recently or soon will appear in Fish Food, Streetlight, another Chicago magazine, The Door is Ajar, The Phoenix, not the Boston Phoenix.
Not the Boston Phoenix.
And the Harvard Advocate. Edward is also a published poet who has been nominated for the Pushcart Prize multiple times.
Multiple times.
Whenever he feels like it.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
It's Jagged Thoughts time.
Oh, okay, Tim. So I did something. So, all right, let's see how this plays out. Jagged Thought, 577 Belmont Street freestyle.
It's
Jagged Thought, 576 Hood Street. I walk down Hood Street.
Can you hear it?
And I see a stampede of people all around because that is what they need. I see people looking around and they've got greed. I wonder who sees the stampede so I succeed to dream. I breathe in crisp air because I'm fresh as the guild of oxygen on the sun side and cigarettes kill. And cyanide is serious and cancer is deadly. And everybody's rocking steady to the specials, everybody. We look around like gravity defies us. Like we see everything but nothing inside us. Like we walk and we ride and we walk and we wonder. That we wonder why we ride because we see thunder. When we see thunder, we see screams. And when I see screams, I see Oddball magazine. It's been a dream since I was 15. This is called Berkeley Street. Because that's where I started recording it from. And I'll never forget where I'm from. I am number one in the lexicon of dictionaries, encyclopedias, and Son of Sam back again. Because we see cycles and cyclical cycles in summer and see sinners and Saturdays summer. And we see water because water's warm. And we smoke cigarettes and get lost in the car. And we call ourselves Man the Storm because Man the Storm performs and performs armed robberies because Wu-Tang's in the lobby. I decided to do this and maybe I'll delete it promptly. Maybe I'll see Pine Hill Farm, Quarter House Estate. And maybe this will be Howell and Allen Ginsberg and I can go masturbate on a dinner plate. Maybe I can see a truck in a Chevrolet ad and say, oh my God, that's my dad. I wonder how a day he's having and how he's had. Maybe I can take my medications and see a celebration of castrations of disco ball PlayStation. Maybe I can bring poetry back because it's live and dead like Grateful Dead and the Airlifts. Because the Airlifts are dead and the Grateful Dead. We sing because we're on spaceships. And we've been on spaceships since 2000. In 2004, when we had the worst president, his name was Trump, not Trump. His name was Bush Jr. In fact, Trump is a good president. Oh my God, sue me, so sue ya. And Bill Wallach drives dicks on penises in graffiti buildings. And I see everything because Tribe Called Quest is worth $1 million. In my head, his cerebellum is what I can write in a sentence and say, I can let this get down like dead presidents. Because writing is a residency that I have since I was 15, and I'm 45 now, and I got Oddball magazine as an LLC. What a dream to be! Yo, since one's been me, since I could be a third-degree black belt, but I'm a brown belt with 2 black stripes. Ain't it nice to be rapping all right, but walking? Because poetry is the rhythm that we talk and walk with, and slam poetry is Saul Williams, and Saul Williams is hip hop. And I saw Wu-Tang with Tim Gager, and we let the beat drop. And when the beat drops, the Wu-Tang clock resets off its stopwatch, and Mos Def wonders where Talib Kweli is, what he's talking about on his TikTok. And we're driving because we're lost in Society says we gotta find our mark somewhere, so we drive because we don't really care. But the wind in our hair, it makes us feel like vibrant, like children in the science, like children in the fire, like people rhyming because we never retire. And we don't expire, and we don't need money. We need gas. We need fuel. We need love. We need Howell. We need Allen Ginsberg. We need the peace and the pain back again. We need AI reflecting on this like dividends. We need seeing this like a prescription refilled and let the lesson let live. That there is no outlet where we see it. We're in a car, a spaceship, we're human beings. Maybe we're demons dreaming that the greed is freezing us. Maybe in Jesus we trust, in Jesus we do trust. Oh my God, the Republic, beam me up, Scotty. I'm rhyming because Bruce Wise is in my lobby with Chad Parento and Jeffrey Fallon, and we ain't nobody, and we don't hurt nobody, and we miss Joe Govea, and we miss Amanda Wilding, and we miss Nick Vlahos, and we miss love, and we miss lactose and sucralose, and we love weed and cocaine, I suppose. Maybe a Boston, maybe not, I don't know. Maybe we'll see grass, maybe we'll see it grow. Maybe we won't, who knows, I don't know. I won't resuscitate this or write this down on some kind of playlist. This isn't even time for me to shave this even a second of a message. So I put this down like a section. Summer, July 14th. It ain't even over. Emerson is July 28th, and she's so beautiful, and she's the reason I live. And I'm sorry it didn't work out with my wife, but you know, life is long. And I would never be able to do this. I'd never have the freedom. I'd never be able to be someone with just besides some prescription feeling. I'd never be able to see anything. I'd never have meaning. I'd never see the world, but I see the world clearly. And it's beautiful like Timothy Leary. So you might not even hear this on Oddball magazine. You won't, and NPR won't pick it up clearly. It's okay. You don't need to. Believe Oddball magazine is an LLC and believe it to be true. And we're coming out with a zine real quick. Oddballmagazine@gmail.com if you want in. My phone number is 508-333-0887. Let the summer begin. This is my jagged thought for you, for everyone. Wu-Tang is for the children. Peace.
Was that freestyle?
That was a freestyle, Tim, while I was driving DoorDash.
Wow, it was very Jim Carroll. It was very Jim Carroll sounding.
Oh, yeah, it do sound like I'm fucking high on heroin.
No, Jim Carroll. He has that certain cadence.
Yeah,
Carroll is just kind of like, oh, you all right? This is cock.
Well, when I sent this to Chad, he was like, "Okay, I guess." You know what I mean? Well, like, I thank you for listening to it, but man, I'm telling you, it was fun to record it because I literally pressed record and just went off. But like,
it was epic.
Really tough, huh?
It was an epic poem.
Thanks, man.
You should have recorded the bio too. All right, here's the bio.
Go ahead,
Jason
Tim.
Wright is the editor and founder of Oddball magazine. His column appears weekly. His third book, Train of Thought 2, Almost Home, is available now at the Oddball bookstore. Peace, love.
Hey, take the black pill when you play basketball. Poem by Marsha Johansson. Go ahead, Tim.
Poem by Marsha Johansson, Summer Slippers.
You don't know what I did for that poem.
Artwork is Edward Galt.
I like him.
Hazy
He does
summer
great photography. He's a nice guy.
Hazy summer morning, fog surrounding the dormant volcano while Betty found her footing in her pink summer slippers. She shuffled down the stairs to find Adam, her main thrust, red shorts, ribbed shirt, unshaven Italian, scooping coffee grounds, sounds of howling wolf filtered through the stereo, and Betty rocked her hips. Adam smiled, picked up his fender, played as she shimmied up and down, sweat pouring from her forehead, unbuttoned her pajama top, threw it on the sofa. Adam continued his riffs in the key of G, swaying to the wolf as his hips moved side to side, the sound of coffee percolating in the background. Then the song ended, strolling arm in arm. They moved to grab their cups of freshly brewed coffee, turned the volume up, moved out of their deck overlooking the ocean while Betty purred Baby, Oh Baby, You're the One by Bo Diddley rocking away in her Summer slippers.
What a fucking awesome poem, Marsha Johansson.
Yeah, I read it like you at the end. I don't know
Have
if
you ever
caught it.
listened to Howling Wolf before?
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's bluesy.
Marsha Johansson lives in Oceanside, California, and holds a bachelor's in business management. Her collections of poem Around the Edges was published in 2018. Her writing appeared in New York Times Magazine, Oddball magazine,
Holy shit.
published Daily Drunk, Sad Girls Club, and Fixed and Free Poetry Anthology. There's a lot of published poets in this issue, this 4 days.
Yeah, but with the New York Times Magazine.
Yeah.
Wow. Edward S. Gauld is a poet and fine arts photographer living in Brighton, Massachusetts. His work has appeared in Oddball magazine, Spectrum, Wilderness House Literary Review, Interlude, Currents, and Encore. His poetry collection, Airhead and Other Poems, was published this year by Reed and Green Books. By Red and Green Books. Hey, Chad, Tim, should I do that again?
It's fine with me.
You like that?
It's your art.
Yeah, that's true. And it was fun to do, you know. I didn't know where it was going.
Oh, you mean record a poem? I thought you said should you read the bio again.
Oh no, read the poem, record. Yeah, I'm gonna read the bio again.
Yeah, no, do it. I think it's cool.
Cool, man. Life is a shitstorm in which art is our only umbrella. Mario Vargas Llosa.
Poem by Alina Zalfrank.
Wow, what a name, dude. Imagine a substitute teacher just trying that fucking name out.
Valley of the Zalfranks.
Yo, I'm sorry, Alina. I'm sure she's fine though. And I'm sure I said that right. Poem by Alina Zolfrank. Life is a shitstorm. Mark Blickley. Mark Blickley's a nice guy. I think I'm friends with him on Facebook. Okay, go ahead. Do you want to read this one? Or you want me to read it? I'll read it.
Oh, you read it.
Okay. Let's see how this one starts here. Of Ick. Is that right? Of Ick?
Off.
What is that?
Of Ick. Of
Of
Ick.
Ick? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Of Ick. My faded fleece pants reek of celery, onion, or something. Organic. Water in the toilet bowl sloshes when storms reach 25 miles an hour around here. Titanic. Linoleum dunes ripple where old floor rifts into new. Dynamic. Something's going on with this one. You'll catch it. I call on the tired landline to that back then land of mine. Transatlantic. We bury the dun wheezing parakeet in a tin under the maple manic. Mushrooms gather up in the crawl space. Moss sits in windowsills. Satanic. Messianic. My insomniac dad stabs at the rattling stop signs with a screwdriver. Tympanic. Ha. You know what that means, Tim? Tympanic. It's like the sound. That's. We surmise the smell on pants, carpets, cabinets is fungal. My lungs seize, cyanic. Still on tiptoes, a look out the window across newly sprouted infill homes. We glimpse the once snow-capped mountains, panoramic. This is such a cool poem. Subtly, dormantly volcanic. I wish it weren't. This house alive eats creatures, ferally botanic. True to my people, I channel torch loose panic. Cool. I loved it. It was such a cool poem.
Alina Zalfrank dreams triangularly in the Pacific Northwest. She had her chest cracked open. She had her chest cracked open right before her 9th birthday, and since then has felt an urgent ticking sensation whenever she feels like it. Alina's scared of the most ridiculous things and keeps a list of English words she finds mesmerizing, like spoom, bombilation, and louche.
I feel like I've done all three of those things in the last 3 days.
Do you want to read Mark Blinkley?
Mark Blickley grew up within walking distance of New York's Bronx Zoo. He's a proud member of the Dramatists Guild and Penn American Center. His latest book is the flash fiction collection, Sacred Misfits, Button Hook Press, which I heard is a good press, Button Hook Press.
Hey, I'm out of content. We did not have anything new by Bruce Wise these 4 days.
It's all one thing. 596 dance. You got to read this like James Van Loy.
I know we read this last time.
No, we didn't. Did we?
I think
on
so.
July 17th.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's the only regular column. We didn't get one from Bruce.
Yeah, because today's Thursday, right? So we're
Yeah.
only gonna get It's All One Thing and another one. We're gonna get Janet Cormier, and then tomorrow will be Bruce Wise.
All
So
right.
do you want to read James Van Loy and I'll read
I'll read James Van
Janet
Loy.
Cormier? Okay.
Fly, little glowworm, shimmer, shimmer,
Fly, little glowworm,
shimmer,
shimmering,
shimmer.
shimmer.
You know, if he would have read this last night at Stone Soup, we could have just played it.
I know. He was the
It's all one
penultimate
thing.
closer. I was driving, so it was understood that I wasn't gonna say anything.
596. Dance.
I was gonna do 5 minutes of comedy if he let me. That was what I was gonna do.
He said no.
I know. It's fine.
And he called you out on it
He
too.
did, and I pieced him. I peace signed him. I hope Chad's
Yes.
doing well.
He was like,
And-
we want to have
Hey, hold on,
respect for
Chad.
the
Tim,
feature.
I just want to stop for a second and remember Jeff Taylor,
Yeah.
and because that's why Chad's not here. Chad's at Jeff Taylor's memorial poetry performance, and Jeff Taylor was a great guy, man. He's gonna leave a legacy behind. You know, Contra open mic first or whatever it's called. You know,
Yeah. I
guy
agree.
died too soon. I remember being on a Zoom call with him during a lightning storm. That was so cool. All right,
Shout
go
out.
ahead. Go ahead. James Van Loy.
All right, James Van Loy. But anyway, back to Stone Soup. Chad was like, whoever, Jason's the only one on the screen behind the wheel of a car.
Really driving.
And Chad says, all right, we're running out of time for respect of the feature. Anyone who's driving can't read in the open mic.
And I was like, peace. And I was fine with it. How was MP Carver? Was she good?
She's great. And
Yeah, she's very nice. And I'm sure her poetry
very creative, quirky, yet also really, really good.
She's very funny too.
All right, James Van Loy, stuck there in that cement quicksand and wondering how we'll ever get out. When they tell us through the speakers, do not worry, you won't sink too far down. Head under that sucking, churning mess. Beneath you and around you, this fine line, dust swirling, curling in that water, while you feel the bottom that is dropping out beneath your flailing, squirming feet. And it's just these long gone old days who never really were the trains, right? Who never really were the trains ran right on time until you didn't, until right now.
Ooh.
Always there waiting the moment when the next shoe drops into an endless hole under us, all alone and all together. There we just are with no way to get away. Clay pigeons in this very, very hot soup, bubbling with the conspiracy theories and strange brew concoctions that so abound, leap just the way that our stuck feet cannot. We desperately need to dance, to sing. Sing, sing, sing in our human freedom feet. Sing, James Loy. He's a feature in the Boston Poetry Venue since 1970s. He's a member of Cosmic Spelunker Theater. He has run poetry workshops for Boston area homeless people at Pine Street Inn and St. Francis House. Since 1992, Van Loy leads the Labyrinth Creative Movement Workshop, which his labyrinth title poems are based on. His work appears weekly in Oddball magazine. Yeah!
Angels and applesauce. Oh, it's previous. That's it.
That's all, folks. That's
it.
all, folks, on Oddball. I think
what I'm going to do real quick.
40-minute.
I
think having a nice 40. Yeah, I think having a nice 40-minute.
Solid podcast. So I thought maybe me and you would just talk shop about what Oddball's trying to do about the magazine real quick.
Okay.
So that was the week that was.
4 days that were.
4 days that were, and man, that poetry. Oh my God.
I think that was the best.
That was the best series of poetry we had. Worst bio. Remember that one guy from Japan, Tim?
Oh, yeah.
Such a good life.
We should have a very special bad bio episode. We pull out our favorite bad.
We'll pull out all the bad bios, and Jack Skarkey will be one of them.
Exactly. What not to do in a bio. But then again, it is Oddball. People like
it is Oddball. We generally there's two things about Oddball that you might know. We like original, and we don't care about your accolades as long as you're a good writer. I think.
And the other piece of it is too. I mean, Oddball magazine prints some good stuff, but it's not a serious literary magazine, so you don't necessarily have a serious bio. And if you take
Yeah.
photos whenever the fuck you feel like it, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, Tim, when you first started publishing, you took your most experimental stuff and gave it to us back in the day. You
Yeah,
know. So all right, so I'm
I
gonna
owe
wrap
you
up,
some
but
stuff.
I just want to let you all know that if you're interested in sending actual okay, so here's the thing. So I'm gonna be putting out the new magazine coming out. It's gonna be Oddball magazine. It's gonna be in print. And what we're going to need from you, we're going to need some articles and letters to the editor.
Yeah,
So if music reviews, poetry reviews, uh, play reviews, movies that you've seen that you like, fiction, if you want to put that in there, comedy, uh, editorials, political editorials, not, we'll see. Music, graffiti, definitely graffiti, street art, original art. And if you're interested, just send an email to oddballmagazine@gmail.com. That's how we're going to do this. Um, I don't even check the submittable. I never check the submittable. So send me your work directly and you'll be in the good company of me and Tim Gager.
you better believe that.
Better
You
fucking
believe
do
that.
it. Wu-Tang is for the children.
Hold on, we
And
got.
and if you want to get on Tim's podcast, 2deans
Yeah,
at gmail.com.
hold on. I got something very special for you. You ready?
Yep. What do you got?
Oh wait,
Hey, that lifey thing, that's cool. Talk about that for a second if you want.
oh sure.
Yeah, that lifey thing's interesting. That's
I had
something that's on the
I
podcast.
brought up James Van Loy singing last night, and it didn't load properly, so it kind of ruined that bit. But
Well,
yeah,
we could just go ladybugs and lollipops.
applesauce. So yes, it's Lifey sponsors the Two Deans this month. If you'd like to do an ad, it's $25 for a month, and you're the header of the show. It's the first thing
Yeah.
that people will listen to, and so listen to the Two Deans and find out about It's Lifey. It's a widow's retreat, and they also will do other things as well.
Yeah,
So
so if someone's died, so if you're a widower
if
and
someone's
your life is
dying,
complete, if you're
you can
dead,
pre-register for It's
pre-register if
Lifey.
you're dead. So if you're a widower and your life is in complete shambles because you lost the love of your life, check out that thing.
You got It's Lifey.com.
Lifey.com.
Yeah,
And last thing before we go, I've been talking to the Mansfield Mass Art Center, and it looks like if we do the Oddball Festival, which I plan to do, it's gonna be on a Friday night.
a Friday indoors
Outdoors. Friday night.
from what, like 6 to 10?
I'm gonna say from like 12 to 6. Or maybe 12 to 8, or maybe you know what, dude? Maybe like 2 to 8, so it goes into the nighttime.
What, on a Friday? Who's gonna be there
Yeah.
at 2 on a
Well,
Friday?
because
It's a
he
work
said that the
day.
weekends weren't available, so we'd have to do a Friday.
Can we do 6 to 10 on a Friday night?
Dude, 6 to 10 is baller, dude. We could get some bands, we can get some poets, we'll get
Yeah.
some stand-up comics, and we'll get
We
all
have
of
to.
the.
We need some artificial lighting
And I
though.
just want to shout out Brennan's Smoke Shop right now. They're very interested in helping out with Oddball Festival and Oddball Magazine, and the guy's a solid guy. And I'm just shouting out his business. If you're in Taunton, check out Brennan's Smoke Shop.
Nice. Okay.
Nice guy, really nice. He gave me 2 lighters for free. He showed me what Asylum lighters are. Do you know what those are? So I don't know if you know much about cigars, but like he showed me all these different cigars, and he even showed me the kind of cigars that Red Auerbach used to smoke when the Celtics won
Oh,
championship.
nice.
You know what they were called? Churchills.
Very, because Winston Churchill was a
Winston
cigar.
Churchill used to smoke those. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Tim. So where can we find you this week? What's going on?
All right. You can find me at first of all, the next Two Deans, the very special serious episode will
Very
drop
good.
Sunday night or Monday. It's
Yep.
the
So
2Ds.
so you'll get it Monday around 5 o'clock if you're on Spotify, Apple, Deezer, iTunes, iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Basically, there's like 26 podcast networks that that hold the two deans, so you just look around for
And
it.
also, yeah, and then on the 23rd, I'm doing a reading from my novel in Hyde Park at the Switch.
Oh, I
And
started reading Lucky. I started reading more of Lucky the other day.
there you go.
Yeah, it's
Lucky,
good.
awesome. And then on the 25th, next Friday night, I've got another Dyer series with Michael Ansara. So
Oh, I love that guy.
his
great.
memoir.
He was at your book launch.
Yeah, so he has a memoir about being a protester from the 60s and the 70s, and it's a really great book. So anyway, that's what's going on.
And then also my 2 albums and 3 singles are on Spotify. So listen to Man the Storm. If you want a completely different listening experience, I would recommend Tribulation, and then I would recommend Graduation.
And every Wednesday, Chad does Stone Soup. So
yeah, and if you see Chad Parento, give him a hug.
I agree.
Okay, this has been the Oddball Show. My name is Jason Wright. This is the great, wonderful Tim Gager. You can find Tim at Tim. Where are you? Easy.
You can go to timothygager.com, and all my appearances and stuff is there.
And I just started a TikTok originally. So we had the Oddball Foundation TikTok, but now I have a TikTok. You just have to search my name. It's a bunch of numbers. It's pretty fucking generic.
Okay.
But at least I have the Wu-Tang concert on there. So hey, whatever I do, I TikTok. So.
All right. Very cool.
All right, buddy. I love you. Have a great day.
You will see you soon.
I love my audience. Thank you all for listening. And what a great week of poetry, and all the bios were okay when you feel like it.
Yeah, the bios were mixed, but the essay and the poems were great.
Yeah, and I don't know about next week if I'll do what I did. Maybe I'll do that. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to listen to it by myself, but during the podcast, I mean, whatever.
Well, you could record it, then like lip sync it.
I could, yeah. I mean, what I could do if I wanted to is get the poetry, put it there so you can read it. But no. But honestly, I have no idea. So one thing, Tim, I'm going to wrap up. But we don't check our stats. We don't check our anything. We don't check how many people visit us daily. We don't. So I don't care how that one. And also a little secret about Oddball Magazine. It's on WordPress. So the only way you can comment on it is if you have a WordPress.com. Fucking
interesting.
That's true. So if we ever move to a different thing, and also if you're new to Oddball Magazine, it's completely free. We don't charge, and we don't charge reader fees. And God bless Chad for not yelling at everyone who does this.
All right.
This operation. All right, Tim. I'll see you later.
Bye.
This has been the Oddball Show. My name is Jason Wright, and we'll see you next week.
The Oddball Show and the Oddball Foundation is dedicated to mental health advocacy through art.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oddball Show features content intended for mature audiences. If you'd like to view a content warning before listening, please check out the episode description. The views put forth by our hosts and our guest reflect the speaker's opinions and not the official stance of Oddball Foundation. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoy the show.